that.
You called it musty, right?
Shut up.
You did call it.
I did call it.
It's quoted as musty, right?
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. You called it musty.
He might not be musty, but probably is. Who knows? But so listening to the song, he's a punchline rapper, which is cool. I'm just not feeling it now. But I remember back then when the song was hot, I was loving the shit.
Right.
But now I prefer Jay-Z.
So
over
you say
Eminem.
You mean that's all he got is like punches?
No. I'm just saying like the way that he raps back then, it made me laugh. Even though he was saying some real shit, it made me laugh because of how he told his story.
Okay.
As opposed to I felt Jay-Z. Like, I didn't want to laugh at Jay-Z. I wanted to, like,
to be serious
put a
with
ski
Jay-Z?
mask on, and I wanted to, like, you know.
I got you.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. I got you. I got you one in the cut. There you go. I got you one in the cut.
Yes. So, I mean, it gave me a different feeling this time around, I guess I want to say.
Okay.
So I was more so on the side of Jay-Z.
So when it really came out, you
Eminem.
like Eminem's part.
Yeah. So I'm just saying I kind of matured, not from Eminem overall, but, you know.
You both jumping. Okay, hold on. I don't know if I'm agreeing with this right now, but maybe as you get older, shit happens, right?
Yeah.
Y'all need to, hey, Puppy, do something about this bottle, bro. Like, my hand's a little slippery, Joe. Like, I'm being real. It's a little slippery, and that shit just almost fell out my hand.
Get some work gloves out your, out your truck.
You want to talk about the top over there?
You gonna get it?
I can't get that.
Oh, I thought you had some.
Yeah.
So let me just get right to it.
Come
right?
on.
Listen, that's one of my favorite tracks and all that shit. But Hove won. Hove had the better verses on that to me. Why? They were, for me, they're more relatable, right? Like, in the second verse is where, to me, Hove showed how fucking dope he is, right? Mm-hmm. Like, when from beginning to end, and I could damn near go verbatim.
I know you can, bro.
Well,
I agree with you on that part.
Because how do it start off, right? I had to hustle, my back to the wall, ashy knuckles.
I felt all of that,
right,
bro.
Right.
All that. I feel you.
Okay.
And I feel I'm riding with that part. But I can't. Now I'm gonna tell y'all why I say M though. But go ahead. Why you say who you grab?
I mean, I already said it. Like I felt like I'm from the
project.
project. You know what I'm saying? So like I felt Jake.
I'm gonna tell you this.
I felt that.
A lot of innocent laughs.
We going bar for bar.
Over there. I'm ready to run through.
Bar for bar.
Talk to me.
I love Jay verse because I don't want nobody to get that misconstrued that I didn't like Jay verses. Mm-hmm. But the reason I give it to M, if you really listen to that beat wasn't for him. That beat was an Eminem beat. The way M wrote, it wasn't like y'all gotta hear what we going bar for bar, but we going with the music as well, right?
Yeah, he made the beat.
Jay killed it, but he wasn't on that beat it was like he trying to catch the beat. If you hear how he jumped in, let me give it them boom, but that's how he talks. But that's how he talks.
So Eminem cadence was better than Jay-Z's on there because
that's what made the song to me.
How you kick it off in the second verse again? Because like the second verse is where the controversy hits everybody. Like the first verses is cool, right? Like it's like almost like a heavyweight fight. Like they're trying to feel each other out where they gonna go. And then Hov like, okay, let me get in my bag and I'm gonna go
here. He get to hit you with that.
And dude say, then this man come back talking about I went to war with the Catholics in holy water. I wonder, all
like that. Metaphorically, but you gotta think about it. He has because with his music. Everybody came at him at that time. That's why I felt what he was talking about too. Because again, he's both of them renegades in their own. Like we gotta understand, it's a cultural thing too, right? Yeah. All right. Now they try not to say hip hop ain't culture, but it's a cultural thing. Like we gonna feel Jay because we come from where Jay come from. A lot of us don't come exactly where Eminem come from, but we understand what he was talking about. Right. We knew if y'all followed Eminem when he dropped that Marshall. After he dropped the first one, the Eminem. What was the first one? I forget.
Marshall Mathers.
No, second. That was second.
Right.
Slim Shady was the first one.
Yes,
he called controversy, but then Marshall Mathers had him go to a whole nother level. Like, fuck, they was picketing this man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we felt that, but we ain't never been picketed before. Like, I ain't never been picketed upon before. I haven't. You been picketed?
Oh, no, I haven't.
Okay, so I'm about to say, I don't know. Y'all might be picketed Radio Rahima after this show here. I'm not sure. But you know what I mean? Like, so that's why I say M took it for me. Like, he took that song.
But hold on.
Now we gonna talk about career wise.
Hold on. Before career wise,
come on.
Like that song, like it's so inspirational and motivating for me.
Yes, sir.
Especially Jay-Z's second verse.
He go back to that.
Cause listen, man. You know how many innocent lives was lost on the project bench?
I know.
Like,
I can't count them. I'm gonna be able to count them.
You know, and then when he say, often my pops left me, and often my mama wasn't home. You could not stress to me I wasn't grown. Especially on nights I put something in and quiet the stomach grumbling.
I know that.
My demeanor, 30 years my senior. My
I know
childhood
that.
didn't mean much. Only raising green up.
Come on.
Raising my finger to critics, holding my head to the sky. Big, I did it more time before I died. Come on, man.
It's bars. I say bars, but again, the way M wrote it, you just be like if he, I'm gonna say this.
Or
Maybe if he did that on another beat, I believe it probably
he wrote the horse smoother.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, like he had the bars. He had them there. Look, come on.
What he say?
Come on, look.
Do rags, wrapping the waves up, pocket full of hope.
And I had the waves back then. I ain't gonna do
You know how many guys stand on the corner with a pocket full of hope?
Man, look.
Shout out all my hustlers out there, man. Travis Star, January 12th is going down, man.
Sheesh.
Look. But now, okay, so that was that song. I gave M that song.
Mm-hmm.
But career-wise, I had to go back again. Now, again, this hip-hop.
Okay.
We going bar for bar. We going for, like, who you think had most influentialness in the culture. I got to give it to Jay.
Well, that ain't even fair to Eminem.
No. I won't say that because you got to think about M spawned a lot of people out
That's a
here.
fact. That's a
like
fact.
don't get it twisted. Like so, I'll never say it's not unfair.
I mean, he influenced them. He gave them a platform.
No, he influenced them because
he influenced
people.
them.
Okay.
If you
no disrespect to
artists,
them. No disrespect to none of these rappers, but I'm gonna have to say all the white rappers. Like, let's just be real.
And more.
But I'm talking about at that time.
You know
there
what?
wasn't no
I
white
don't really
rappers.
know of a lot of white rappers. I'll be honest.
But they started coming out though. Like, I mean, Chicago got some. I can't remember all y'all names, but I'm gonna say back then you had after M, you had Bubba,
right.
Bubba Sparks.
Okay.
You had.
So we going back with
Right now, but it's like these all spawned from him.
Even now, like Joyner Lucas.
Come on. Joyner White.
Yeah, well, he mixes something.
Okay.
But Joyner Lucas. I'm just saying the artist.
Oh, that he's influenced. Okay.
Okay.
What's the kid name? Logic.
Even when he beat with
MGK, like.
Oh yeah, okay.
You hear.
Y'all right.
All
okay.
my
brain.
Leave Daily alone.
And more. Even like if you hear, even Kendrick and like J. Cole, all these guys, Big Sean, they say like
because M made them go lyrical with certain shit, yeah. Mm-hmm. Or not even just lyrical, but he made them say challenging things.
Eminem always has always pushed the envelope for hip hop.
Yes.
I heard Styles P say this in an interview where he said Eminem what made Eminem as dope as he is, and not to take away from him, and because of his nationality or nothing like that, but he was able to say stuff that black rappers couldn't say.
True that. No, I agree.
Like
they get known for it. They say black rappers doing it, they're not getting known.
Killing their mama or anything. Man, what's wrong with you? You know what I mean? Like you was getting in trouble, right?
Yeah.
You was getting checked.
Cause we love our mama.
And we exactly like
mama, I love you.
Regardless of the situation or whatever, like that's your mom's. You don't even hear too many guys or women just like, man, fuck my mama, from our culture.
Yeah.
You hear it, but it ain't. If you was a rapper,
we talking about live. We talking about behind closed doors.
We talking about if you was a rapper saying that, like you was getting your ass cursed out. Like how dare you say that about your moms, right? But that don't mean like he ain't dope because he dope as hell.
Yeah. I agree.
He rap his head like you can never take away
no,
from
I
his skill.
No. But I'm gonna say this: going through the discography again. I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm using that word for like y'all might hear that tonight at 10.
Discography.
Damn, I thought I was saying it right. She always had to fix my shit. Like, okay, cool. Whatever she just said it would.
Okay.
But when I was going down it, I went down the line. Like I went through J's. Then I stopped. Like I do 3 albums of J, I do 3 albums of M, then I go back in.
Stop.
Come on.
Stop. Because that's why I want to kick this off at. Right?
Come on.
So the first 3 albums of Jay-Z is Reasonable Doubt, Life and Times of Sean Carter, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Right? The first 3 albums of Eminem is Slim Shady, Marshall Mathers, and Encore.
Eminem
Show. Eminem Show. So if you had to compare those 3 albums to each other, right? Who would you say? Who would you say was the better rapper at that time?
Jay.
You take Jay as a better rapper?
I take Jay at that time on value because he was stepping, and it's crazy because when I listen to him, I listen to the growth.
Okay.
Jay, I'm gonna be real with y'all because I'm a pop fan, so y'all know how it go. You get a little kind of bias when somebody say fuck him and fuck you. You know what I mean? So when they came, I ain't never even heard no Jay-Z at this. Like, who the fuck is Jay-Z? Like, to be honest, Pac, you gave him some life to me because I didn't know who the fuck he was. Then when Reasonable Doubt come out, I didn't even pay no attention. I'll be honest with you. So when I go back to really listen to it, I'm like, oh, okay, dope. Then you can hear his growth. With Eminem, and I'm going to be very honest with you, and this is just me, in my opinion, I feel he peaked at his second album.
Okay.
I feel Marshall Mathers was his best. And if y'all might quote me wrong, I don't know if y'all got y'all phone, see what's his best-selling album. I think that might have been his best-selling fucking album. I don't know.
Marshall Mathers LP.
You know what I mean? Like, and now I felt like after that, it was like Eminem show. When I listened to it, it was some of the same shit. Like, you still talking about your mama? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I understand she might have, I think she dropped something at that time too, which made him respond to. But I'm like, all right, bro, like, what next you gonna talk about?
But not only that, but that's why I felt like I outgrew Eminem because not only was it just the whole punchline thing, he just became a rapper full of punchlines. It's like, all right, okay, cool, we get you, ha ha ha. You know what I'm saying? And then it was about his mama. Then he started taking shots at who he was dating, and then he started taking shots at everybody. So it kind of became a repetitive thing. Like, okay, yeah, we get it, Eminem, great, yeah.
But he was barred up, though.
Yeah, he was always barred up.
Always barred up.
He got
you never want to go back and forth with him because he'd always shut you the fuck down. But
I don't know. Do you think he can shut Jay down if it ever came down to it? Because it's your man.
So
it's your man.
I don't think he could shut him down. I think he could give him a run for his money.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Well, you think it'd be as infamous as Jay-Z and DMX?
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is my personal opinion, right? If there was ever a hip hop beef or back and forth between Jay-Z and Eminem, Jay-Z wouldn't beat him.
You don't think so?
No, because Eminem gonna go to places that Jay-Z I don't think willing to go. You got to be willing to dance with the devil.
And
he
on bullshit.
And he gonna go all the way there, right? Like, and I ain't saying like lyrically Jay ain't as good, but just think about it. If you gonna disrespect your mama, what you gonna say about
True that.
me?
True that.
You know what I'm saying?
True that.
That's what you did at 6.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember you pissing in the back, like, oh, how you back on the back?
It's like let's go back to Ether, right? Like, Jay gave Nas a verse, Nas gave Jay a whole song but the whole song was like, whoa.
True
that. To the point where it was almost like, how the fuck Jay gonna recover from that?
True that.
You know what I'm saying? So just imagine a guy
but did he come back with Super Ugly?
He did, but again, that was like a couple verses to this man. Like,
this man made a whole song about Jay.
No, I'm gonna be honest. At that time, no other rapper would have bounced back from Ether. No other rapper would have been able to come back from like that would have ended somebody's career.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So what you think kept Jay longevity there? What you
Jay. Like his
so this nigga just say, hey, the guy say
no,
Jay.
That's what I mean. Like his catalog was already solidified. He was already solidified as an artist. So, you know, everybody like, what's gonna be your response now, ho? Because it's like, think about this. this is blueprint Hov.
Yeah.
He already then had Hard Knock Life Volume 2
and 3.
Volume 3.
Yeah.
You know, and a Dynasty. Like he at the top. Crazy. Like he's every album he charting at the top. Like so he's Jay-Z. Yeah, the Rock is the Rock. Benny Siegel is there. Like they can't lose right now. Like the Rock is in this peak right now.
They did have a team.
Like so, regardless of it. Nas by himself.
Wait, what Foxy come in? She just shout out Foxy.
They gonna skip over that part of Jay. Shout out Foxy, bro.
Right.
Nas by himself wasn't gonna be able to take him out, but like nobody else gonna be able to bounce for that. Like, but so to me, like bar for bar wise, if they were ever to go at it, Jay-Z wouldn't win. But like the first 3 albums, if I had to compare the first 3 albums, it's close. It's very close, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because like you said, Eminem, he peaked at his second album. Jay-Z, like we really started getting like Reasonable Doubt was everything in his life up until that point. So we got so much dope music on Reasonable Doubt that. What are you going to do on the Life and Times of Sean Carter Volume 1, right? Mm-hmm. And so, like, when we got that one, that ain't, even if you ever listen to him talk in his interviews, that ain't one of his favorite albums. He got moments. Volume 1.
But it like to me back
Volume 1 got some dope moments, but
Volume 1 got me is what I started really liking. I'm gonna be honest with you. Reasonable Doubt did not get me to like that man. Well, like I listened to him, I'm like, I know what he on. I see where he going with it. But Volume 1 I felt more personable because he talked about shooting his brother. Ain't that the one he talked about shooting his brother?
Yeah.
Like I felt more because I'm like, I don't know, maybe that's me when it comes to artists. Like when you doing some of that real talk and real rap, I'd be like, I fucks with you.
So
hold on a second. Let me get y'all keep going. I need to see something real quick.
So for me, listening to Reasonable Doubt when it first came out, again, I was a teenager, so I ain't really grasp it initially. And being from the city, I ain't gonna even front. It was like you was like this. At that time, it was East Coast and it was West Coast and it was the middle, right?
Right.
And if you from Chicago, we were
getting everything.
We were getting everything, but I probably want to say like 97% of us was riding with Pac.
Yeah, we was West Coast.
We was riding with Pac. Like whatever Pac said was
it was.
And
it's crazy. Vital. People listen to Biggie.
I love Big.
I love Big too.
To me now, like Big is. I'm more of a Big fan than I am Pac. Not that I don't like Pac, but lyrically, I love a Big rap about. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna agree with you, but I feel you.
But
I won't agree though.
At that time, with Pac said, don't like Nas, don't like Jay-Z, fuck your bitch and the click you came, fuck your bitch and the click you claimed. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna even lie.
Like it was a different times. So I didn't even give Jay a chance when he initially dropped Reasonable Doubt. I liked feeling it though. Feeling it was my joint. You know.
Yeah.
So then later,
I'm feeling it right now.
So then later, you know, after the demise of everybody and whatever, and rest in peace to all those guys we lost doing that bullshit. But when you got a chance to sit back and like really get Jay-Z, it was like, oh, this why Big liked him.
Yeah.
This is why everybody was saying he up next. So in Volume 1, he kind of got lost in trying to be the next one in New York and then trying to like have commercial and radio success. Okay. So you like some of his singles like Sunshine and the crazy videos where that's why they started calling him Joe Camel and all that.
Yeah, right.
Like you see like what is this?
Yeah, I ain't like Sunshine.
But then you hear songs like Lucky Me.
That's because you're a woman. No, let me stop.
Probably so though, because it was geared more towards women.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing, but I'm like, come on.
But then you hear songs like Lucky Me and Where I'm From, and so you like, oh.
Where I'm from, that drop, I'm like,
yeah,
block.
This is why they saying that still, right?
Yeah.
But so like, let's go back to Eminem. If you hear the Slim Shady EP, right, like the very first one, you hear he lyrically bananas.
Yes.
You like, yo, where this dude come from?
Yeah.
Who is this kid? Because he nuts. Dre laced them. That Guilty Conscience where they going back and forth. And that video, like the concept of all that was like, whoa, he got it, right? So to now going back, if you're comparing Reasonable Doubt to Slim Shady EP, I'm taking Reasonable Doubt. Not just because I'm a Jay fan, but it was more like you hear a lot of Jay-Z growth. Okay. And you hear a lot of Jay-Z's, not growth rather, but more his like, oh, this guy got it.
Okay.
Like his subject matter is different. Like Eminem has always kind of been like a little bit playful and lyrically dope, but it ain't never. It might be serious to him, but the way he was rapping, it was
the way he
almost
came
comedic.
off.
Yeah.
The first song, Shady, without me, right? Yeah. No. That wasn't the one he was. The first one with.
Oh yeah.
The first song I ever saw was the shit with him, and this he was like,
my name is.
Yeah.
What if you close your eyes when
listen to what he's saying on that motherfucker.
Close your eyes when I
saw the video because I didn't hear this. So I saw the video first. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like he called me because first of all, I'm like, it was jukebox when we had the box back then. I'm watching. I'm
Hi
like,
kids, you do look like something.
and when I saw Dre, they were like, Dre sent me to take you. I said, Dre co-signed this motherfucker. It's over with. I knew he was somebody. Like he had bars, and I'm like, and it was crazy. Maybe okay, I'm gonna do this one time because y'all know I'm a Chi-Town baby, Midwest representative. When I knew he was from the Midwest, I just was like, we got somebody repping our area. Because this one thing, and we ain't gonna, people don't try not to talk about it in hip hop, but they always do the East Coast, the West Coast, the down south. Don't forget about the mid, man. And we put a lot of shit together.
We put everybody
together right here. And a lot of music, a lot of dope producers, a lot of what y'all hear come from here. Come from this. You know what I mean? Like, and they don't like to give us that. That's why, I go to all these concerts and all this. You got A3C, all that, all three coasts. What about the fourth coast?
Yeah.
They forget about us. But anyway.
So let me be honest with y'all real quick.
Talk to me.
I ain't like Jay-Z for a long time.
Is it because of Pop, though?
No. I just didn't. You know what's crazy is, like, I know y'all remember the controversy that Jay-Z used to repeat a lot of Big's lyrics.
Right.
Okay.
I didn't like him because of that.
Oh, so you said he was recycling.
Like, I felt like it was a lot of that going on, and then so that's why.
Go ahead.
And then that's why I dropped out of the conversation for a couple minutes because I had to look and see which album I actually got on to Jay, and that was Blueprint 2.
Okay.
And
Blueprint
then
2.
I went back.
So you saying? So I'm a biter? Because what was the line?
I'm a biter.
Because I'm a writer.
Not a
Not
biter.
a biter for myself and others. I said big verse. I'm only bigging up my brother.
But I felt like he was using too much.
He said he was big enough to do it.
For me, but wait, for me though, you know what I'm saying? It's like I didn't feel like I was hearing enough of him. Like almost every song is like, God damn, ain't that another big line? Ain't that another big line? And when I say,
popular
but wait a minute, when I say ain't that another big line, I love Biggie.
Okay.
So when I hear another artist, so that's just like not to get off subject. Shut up. Not to get off subject. Okay. So that's just like when Nicki Minaj kept saying, "Y'all my sons." I'm like, that's motherfucking Roxanne Shante. Like, I don't want to hear her say that.
This hip hop historian,
let's go.
She trying to go there.
I'm like, I don't want to hear her say that. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like I just be holding on to the old shit, maybe for a little too long before I get a grasp of that new shit.
The new.
I'm that motherfucker that like I'm gonna hold on to the 80s for just a little bit longer.
Shout out to 80s though, man. I love the 80s.
I know it's 1997, but I still like the neon colors.
It's actually 2019.
I'm just saying.
Shout out 2019. I'm feeling good.
I'm just saying, but that was
feeling good.
that was just my whole thing with Jay, and then the Blueprint 2 came out. We started hearing other shit, and so I started doing my research on that.
So out of those two artists, it came down to it. They put y'all in. Y'all know. I know y'all putting them in y'all. Both of them in y'all top 10. Both of them.
Right.
Okay.
I already know what you labeling, but just for the people, how would you take it? Who would you take, J or M? This for you.
Oh, easy. Like it ain't even a debate for me.
Look.
Like, and I'm gonna be honest. I like Eminem. He
right.
dope as hell.
Right.
Like I never take away from his talent and what he do. But like. Hov been my big brother since '96. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
He always says.
Like that's been like my big brother since '96.
Yeah.
Every album is like he telling me, yo, don't do this or do this or this is what we on at this time. Okay, cool. Say less.
Bar for bar.
Yeah.
Bar for bar, I would take Jay-Z. To play the dozens, I'll take Eminem.
Cause he gonna eat your ass up on the dozens.
Clean the fuck up.
I'm gonna say, okay, I gotta go like this. Career wise, Jay.
Okay.
And I'm a statistics person. I mean, I listen to the music too. Don't get me wrong. But if you listen to, I think the only album people really didn't rock with was Kingdom Come from Jay-Z. Like they it got sophomoric type of shit. Like people were like, alright, ooh. But it was like since M came back, people ain't been rocking with him until he dropped Kamikaze.
I'm glad you just said that because that's kind of where I wanted to go with this now. Like these guys got 10 albums or better.
Yes.
Right.
And that's the crazy part. Like when you listen to this, it's gonna take you about a week if you really listen to their albums because you're like, damn, well, how many more Jay-Z got? Because then they did albums with their team, like say the Dynasty, and then M came out with the album with D12 and all them. Like, so like, damn.
So it's so much music or whatever, but like the beginning of Jay-Z's career, we get again Reasonable Doubt. You get Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3. You get the Dynasty. But then you get the Blueprint, you get the Blueprint 2, then you get Black Album. Then you get Kingdom Come, Blueprint 3, what else we get after that? American Gangster.
Yeah, he had American Gangster in the middle of that.
Oh, I love American Gangster.
And then he came back with, what was the one right before he just did 444 with the art shit? What was that?
Magna Carta.
Magna Carta. Wait, hold on there. Did that get kind of... Then he did the album with him and R. Kelly, 2 albums. R. Kelly. The first one.
Shout out Kill.
He did 2 albums with R. Kelly. Then he did the
Then one with Kanye.
Then he did Watch the Throne. And he also got 444, right?
We gonna talk about
so Eminem. So what's that? That's probably like 13 whole albums right there, right?
Yeah.
Not including the Carter that we did with Beyonce.
True that.
So then like Eminem, after the Eminem show,
the Revival.
We got the Revival.
No, Encore, then the Revival.
Right.
Then he had another one right before the Revival though.
He didn't have. I don't want to misquote and say the wrong names.
Go to the thing. Go to the title real fast. It'll pull up everything. Eminem in a discography. Wait, hold on. What you call it?
What you talking about?
What is it?
I got it.
You got Kamikaze, Revival, Recovery.
That's the one. Yeah.
Relapse.
Mm-hmm. Them were the last 4 pretty much, right? What was before Relapse?
Encore.
And then it was the Eminem show, right?
Okay, so let's do this. Let's go.
The Marshall Mathers LP2 in 2000.
Yeah, he came back with. I didn't listen to that.
So let's do this.
I gotta go back. I apologize. My bad.
Let's go into where we gonna call it like the second life in hip hop, right? For lack of better words.
True that. They second run.
Run, right? Okay. Like so, we gonna end Jay first run at the Black Album.
Which it was pretty much.
Which it was. Okay. He retired. And we're going to end Eminem's run at Encore, right? So the second run in hip hop would be from Blueprint 3 till 4. Well, the Carters for Jay-Z, I guess you could say,
right?
But really 444 because that was his last
single album,
mm-hmm. And Kamikaze
was with Eminem's first last.
So from what's that Marshall Mathers LP2 to who would you say had the better second?
I can't. You can't even because you just named all them albums. What song off of any of them other than Kamikaze right now that you could say off of M?
Well, and not only that, so like y'all brought up an important.
Okay, that was my joint. I'm sorry.
That was my shit. That is my shit, bro. Which one was that off? That was on Relapse.
Yeah,
that was on Relapse.
Yeah. Okay.
That was my shit. That was my shit.
You Rap God, you got a few.
With that off actual album, he did that like a freestyle.
Oh, no.
I remember that drop. That
was Rick Rubin.
But see, here's the thing, though, and this also plays a factor in their career too. And y'all brought up a very good point last week that I didn't even realize is that Eminem don't like all the glitz and the fame and all of that shit. That also plays a part in the career as well.
I think Jay don't need it though.
He's still relevant, and not to mention his fucking wife. Like
True that.
That
who he
shit
married
all
to.
plays a part in your career. You
Who he
see what I'm
married
saying?
to and what he does.
I think it's
outside.
different. I think Jay is more invested in hip hop than Eminem is.
I can say that.
I think Eminem is a
say
hip hop fan and a historian and he love the culture.
Yeah.
But
a
Jay
true
is more
pioneer,
right.
But Jay is an entrepreneur in this shit.
But he's more invested in it.
Not even an entrepreneur. I'm gonna say he's a developer pretty much.
Right. Not because he's investing in it, but more so because like he know what he's got from it and what he's been able to do, but he's willing to help us do what we want to do with hip hop. You know what I mean? So he's more invested in it, and I don't think that got nothing to do with fame. I think that just got to do with your person and how you feel and what you want out of life. Yeah. Like this something that he's been a part of since he was a kid. But once he really indulged in it and really like started doing it, it was like, okay, it's taking me different places and open up doors for me. Mm-hmm. Some of these doors, I don't like the way they being opened for me because they ain't really opened the door for me. I had to kick the door in my own way. How can I help the next generation and the generations after that? Like, how can we keep this thing going forward? And he took it to a place that no rapper has ever done. In my opinion, even
title,
like he's invested in hip hop like no rapper ever did. Like most rappers, you know, you get what you can from hip hop.
Yeah. He
took hip hop like, okay, I'm getting what I can get from it, but this is how I can help it as well. Yeah. Like let me give back and let me invest in it. And so that's what separates him from a lot of artists, period.
And that's what's unfortunate though, and you see that shit on the street level too, is that you see where one person is going, but you also see where the other person is going. So Jay got his plan and what the fuck he want to do, but then Dame Dash got his plan and what the fuck he want to do. Yeah, they want to get to the top, but they trying to get to it in very different ways. Jay see a more successful way. Dame see I'm going to push my way to that shit.
Don't fuck with Dame. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. He for the culture, B. Shout out Dame.
No. Oh my gosh. But I'm not saying neither of them are wrong, but the problem comes in that when y'all was so tight down at the bottom that y'all start going different ways once y'all peaking and getting to the top.
You want me to tell you where that happened at?
Go ahead.
Watch this. Hold on. It's one of her idols who really did it. Aaliyah did this.
I know.
Look, let me stop. I'm gonna stop saying rumors.
I know.
Every week you got a different.
I'm setting rumors up,
but nah, just in like
they was closer to Aaliyah.
But but what I'm saying is like you just see that street level shit, and it's just unfortunate because we all grew up in that era where it's just like, man, we hope the Rock never break up. We hope Timbaland and motherfucking
Rock
never break up. No, shut up. We hope motherfucking Missy and Timbaland don't ever break up. Like, we just all came up in that era, but then when the reality set in, it's just like, shit.
So what you saying, as we get up there, you gonna leave bar for bar? That's what you saying?
Nah.
You gonna leave bar for bar, cuz?
Nah. But look,
they gonna leave bar for bar.
But it's like,
I'm gonna tell y'all now.
This what I see.
When I get on, I'm leaving bar. No, I'm just
this what I see that happens with hip hop with that. It's almost like, you know, everybody got their own agenda and everybody got their vision for their success, right? And sometimes your vision and your picture that you got for your life might not match mine, right? So it might be a time where for this many years we going great, but then like our different visions is gonna separate us. We might go into different roads and lanes that we both don't agree with.
But the problem that comes is that people feel betrayed by Jay.
Why?
Okay, so from the documentaries that I saw, and I can't remember which ones, it's been years ago, but so basically Dame felt betrayed by Jay because Jay started doing business with the people that Dame bullied to get shit done with. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? And that's why I say
bully everybody, and then you just gonna start doing business with him, bro. And we putting this out here now, boss. So when y'all see him going Hollywood,
but that's why I say we all know that we want to get to the top and we want to, you know what I'm saying, make it. But how are we gonna get there? Like, are we gonna use the motherfuckers that we know we can to get there, or are we gonna stay with our homie that's just gonna be like, man, fuck that, we just gonna bully our way through, and that bullying shit ain't gonna get you far.
But the thing is Dame wasn't necessarily, I wouldn't call Dame a bully. I respect Dame Dash a whole lot for everything that he's done for our culture, because he has done a whole lot for our culture, right? Mm-hmm. But what I know from the documentaries and the interviews and the stuff that I seen was Dame was very assertive. Dane had a way of making sure that you understood where he came from. A lot of people didn't like that assertiveness. A lot of people can't handle that assertiveness from people. You know, right? Like being
don't say
aggressive.
from people from black
Straightforward.
men. No, from black men. We gonna keep it real. Because when you get another race doing that shit, it's like they get cool with that. He knew that they didn't like that he knew the business.
Yeah,
100%.
Let's just be real.
100%.
When I say bully, it's not from my own words, but this is just
I
what was put out about him.
But I'm saying like him being assertive. I don't feel like that was what pushed Jay-Z away. I don't think Jay-Z said, "Man, you can't be going in there hollering at them because they got a marketing strategy about me and we Rockefeller. So why this Def Jam talking about how they finna market my album?" I don't think Jay-Z will be mad at him about that. I think more like the vision got like, let's be 100 about it, right? It came down to when it was certain moves being made, but then he brought Cameron in talking about he the VP without discussing it with Jay. Like that's really what. Okay, wait a minute.
Y'all saying Cam did this? Shout out to
Dip.
Dipset.
Because if you listen to Cam,
I'm not talking with
Cam was just an innocent bystander and a bunch of bullshit that went down. Them splitting fucked a lot of shit up for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest.
Definitely.
Like, Jay-Z
fucked it up, but if you're a hustler, see, this one thing I've learned, and this one thing I always notice, if you're a hustler, and it's just same thing with the Dipset, because we'll talk about them too, because they was a conglomerate too when you really think about it. But it's always, and this is how I think. And maybe it's just me thinking differently than other motherfuckers, right? If you got somebody who came and put you on, right, he gave you $100,000. Or just put you in the spotlight. He ain't even got to give you $100,000. Him putting you in the spotlight, because especially right now, the spotlight is, if I shot you out on my IG and I got a gang of numbers, you start getting the numbers, what can you do with this shit? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Some people might just take it and be like, oh, hey, what's up? But when your hustle come into play, like, what can you do after this? Like, what if I'm not here no more? Like, it's a part in that I fuck with Jim Jones always because I like his music and shit, right? But it was a part in that American, was it the American Gangster or was it the Rich Porter album mixtape he put out? But as part of that, he said people like being with you because you get money. They get money with you, not because they could like. And when you think about it, it's like, oh, because you can help them get money. But what about the independence? Like, it comes to a part of I shouldn't have to be your mule for you to get on no more. I gave you that light. What can you do now?
Well, but that's the same.
That's how I looked at it with the Jay-Z thing. Like, people might take it to the whole other aspect, but y'all got to look at it.
The became bigger when they left. Think about that, though. Like, they became bigger when they left Rockefeller. So it wasn't necessarily that they needed Rockefeller to get on. Rockefeller gave them that
platform,
different light. It was more so like during that time. You got to think about it. Benny Siegel was Benny Siegel.
What he was doing though too.
Oh, he was Benny Siegel.
No. That's music wise. Personally, he was fucking up a lot of shit, and Jay had to like when y'all think about music, like that personal shit was fucking with the money. Like, cause you can't put an album out, you can't promote your album because guess where you at? Your ass fucking around in jail. Don't get me wrong, I'm with my people who locked and all that because I've been there, done that. But let's be real when it comes to the money. You fucking up the man's money. Like, I can't make you what I want you to be because you don't want to be what you supposed to be.
What'd he say? Beans, I ain't trying to change you, just give you the game, help you make the transition for the streets and the fame.
And he couldn't take it.
That's a fact.
When he said that in the round, and I realized that's what made me start fucking with Hov a little bit more because I went back and heard that and was like.
But then it's like, and that's from the rap shit to the street shit. You start to see the difference in the leaders and the followers. You start to see the difference in the niggas who can't let go of the streets. And the nigga like, yeah, I can hustle fucking dime bags and crack bags and all that shit, but
I don't want that.
The album hustling the album might be outside of they caliber. You see what I'm saying?
But when that come to that, that's when I have to, in business wise, real business. Right. That's when you got to break.
But that's why a lot of people felt betrayed by Jay. No, and a lot of street motherfuckers do feel betrayed by the motherfucker. They got the vision and they see it and they know what they need to do to get there, and they feel betrayed by it because they ain't got that same vision.
Oh, they ain't no hustler.
Well, no,
they ain't got to be the vision. They ain't got hustle.
I'll tell you why I feel like cats get betrayed, right? And we're gonna get back to the music in a minute. But I feel like this, it be like this, right? Like cats be in this soldier position. They're willing to ride or die for their flag, for their camp, for their whatever. They label, whatever the case may be. right? I wouldn't necessarily say that they
No,
follow.
I'm gonna say that I agree with that because when you I know you gonna go.
It's different. It's different. Okay, it's like saying, like let's look at it. Let's look at hip hop, right? We talking about Rockefeller, so we talking about like the Young Guns and Bleak and Benny Siegel and Freeway and all those guys, right? Or even G Unit with 50 and Eminem.
True that,
like,
all that.
What? So you trying to get some street guys who come from nothing, who not necessarily, who if again, Hov I looked at as a big brother per se because of the music. Imagine how they look up to him and they way closer. You know what I'm saying? So his vision and what he understanding in business and where he want to go. They don't see that.
He's a visionary. Sometimes that's the one thing. Shout out David Banner for saying this, but he says one thing about being a visionary. Sometimes you gotta live in that vision alone.
I seen that.
But even beyond that though, like not saying that they were right. I'm just saying you can't fault those guys for riding with the Rock because at that time, that whoever would have thought that it was gonna go sideways.
True that.
It's like almost being like at work. You expect to be able to go to work every day. You don't feel like your company finna lapse or close or nothing like that. Especially when y'all the number one company in the world. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just saying
no, I feel what you said.
You're expecting to be able to go to work, and then
tomorrow
when you go to work, so the difference is when you get guys around you who don't understand, who just there.
And that was a lot of that.
And they just there contributing, and they contributing what they contributing, but they not really trying to exceed being here and saying, I can start my own company.
Right.
And that's where the problem lies in with a lot of
start seeing that they followers and they're not leaders. Because sometimes you got a leader, but you just need the right direction to go in. You just need the right leg up. But that's just like with I don't know the history with Jay and Bleak, but whatever it is, Jay already knew that Bleak wasn't gonna have a hit his whole career. And as long as he was alive, he's a millionaire.
I can't let you do Bleak like that. But look,
Jay words.
But let me give you the history. Jay said what Bleak is. Jay knew on Bleak.
You remember that time? It's not forever. The verse. Bleak could be one hit away his whole career.
As long as I'm in there, as long
as I'm alive, he's a millionaire.
Right. But what I'm saying is he known Hov, he known Bleak since he was a kid. Right. He took Bleak out the projects. Like Bleak was 15 being around them.
But Bleak got a label now though.
But Casanova Bleak is always Bleak is
people don't know that though unless you really follow him. But Casanova 2 times up there in NY. That's his artist.
But Bleak has always been his own boss, though. He never was just stuck under Jay and feeling like he. Don't get me wrong, he was always a soldier to Jay, but he always was his own boss in his own right at the same time.
That's how you're supposed to be. If you a great leader is a good follower. This is what people have to understand.
But this is what I was going
back to. You learn from a good leader.
A lot of times, we saying like, man, be your own boss and be your own leader. That's great, and I ain't saying you shouldn't. But sometimes the problem is, here's the boat. Right? Mm-hmm. We all on the boat.
Right.
That I built. Let's be honest. This like Hov built the boat.
Right.
But then like if these guys is getting on the boat and they just chipping away at the boat and making their own little boats. Wait a minute. Make your own boat, but don't take my boat.
Yeah.
But he gave you the light to take some of your boat though. He gave you the wood. He had extra shit on his boat. Okay, this is how I look at it. And he gave you the boat. But he had extra wood on the boat for you to build your own boat. His job was to bring you to the light.
No. He gave you, he put you on his boat, showed you how he built it and how he's running it. Go get your own wood and build your own boat.
But he gave you the wood. He gave you the wood to it.
No, he didn't.
But give you the light.
The wood.
The light was the wood. The light was the wood.
Simple metaphor. Right. It's a more simple metaphor. You don't
so
just
I just ran on your motherfucking boat the rest of the lick?
You don't give them the fish, you teach them to fish.
That's it. That's what I'm saying.
No, because you saying he gave you the wood. Well, if he gave you the wood, you're going to keep coming back expecting more wood.
No, he gave you the wood, which was the light. All right, look. Now, nigga, you take that wood that you got, your boat might not be as big as my boat. You can build you a boat, my nigga.
Right.
And then from that,
but what
do what you do on that boat? Like, have your own party on that last boat.
But when your boat get a hole in it and your boat.
Man, don't come over here, Joe. I gave you that. I fuck with you though. I might give you a little plug because I fuck with you though. Like, plug it up. Come on, fam. Do another song with me or something. Like, I'm just saying.
I feel it.
All right, now look.
Let's switch up.
We switching up because we going into what's happening right now. Shout out my guys and them on the wall up there, man. BTNH.
21.
BNTH. Or that's
BTNH.
You said it.
BTNH.
Come on with all them abbreviations, man.
Right.
I had to do it for the younger people.
Oh yeah.
The older people know it's Bone Thugs and Harmony. The young people like who?
Mm-hmm.
When you say the acronym, the letter, they be like, oh yeah, I know bro and them man too with the Migos.
99 is where you find us slinging it, yayo.
Daily,
That's
Cleveland
like
is the city where. And don't get me wrong, I'll rap with Chicago when they did have that beat. But look, right? Look, I mean, I'm a Chicagoan. I got to do that. Okay. But right now, we coming up. Now, the conversation we had in the car, we got to bring the conversation up in the car.
Go straight to it.
Because y'all saying Lazy Bone a year late with this response, pretty much, right?
Yeah, well, I don't know what sparked the conversation back up, but one of our original conversations on Bar for Bar was Group of the Year and who was the best group of all time, because Migos came out at that time and said that they was best group of all time, right? And we had several conversations. We talked about Wu-Tang. We talked about
them guys. I taught them this song.
we talked about Outkast. We talked about Trap Called Quest. We talked about a lot of groups. Run DMC, of course. Like, we talked about a lot of groups.
Did you call them a group? Because I remember y'all checked me.
We was I changed right. We was talking about duos and groups and all that. But everybody said if it's more than one, it's a group. So we just gonna leave it at that right now, right?
All right.
Cool. So that even went into the conversation of Bone and Migos, right? Mm-hmm. We both agree we don't feel like Migos wrong for what they saying. If they feel like they're the best group of all time, so be it. We still feel like they the best group. I feel like they the best group of their generation. I wouldn't say of all time, but definitely of their generation.
Yeah, they doing a lot.
They've been very pivotal in pushing hip hop for the past few years.
Fashion for a little while too, didn't they?
Yeah.
Did they dabble in fashion?
Yeah,
they had own shirts or something like that.
Everybody got their own shirts. No, don't do that. Everybody, hold on. Let me plug one time.
But they have a clothing line. Like, where's yours being sold, sir?
But wait, let's even go back.
Don't try to get down on me. You hit me up on my phone number. I ain't gonna tell you what my phone number is, but hit me up and I'll get you one.
But let's go even back further. They was at their own potato chips, bro. Huh? They had
but that ain't their own. That was rap chip. They just happened to be on the front of it.
They got paid, bro.
They got everybody get Boosie got some. Shout out Boosie.
Right, I ain't knocking nobody.
Wait till we get the bar for bar chips. Get at us rap chips real fast.
That's a fact.
Hit me up.
So
we talk about the fraternity.
So then, almost a year later, Bone come back responding. They kind of responded.
Was it all the Bone, or what? It was Lazy who dropped the diss.
No. It started with Crazy. Crazy
said something too.
I want to say it was Crazy and Offset was going back and forth on Twitter or something like that. Something. Okay. I don't know what re-sparked this conversation, right? But I want to say it has something to do with Crazy and Offset. Next thing you know, I seen tweets from Crazy saying like, man, check our background. We've done this and da 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 da. Y'all can't just be saying y'all the greatest of all time.
And they had some hot singles. This is one thing. Okay,
so wait.
Go ahead.
So then came back. Now I don't know if the Migos was responding to Bone. I don't keep up with a lot of this celebrity gossip bullshit, right?
It doesn't look crazy.
But what I seen Lazy in his house walking around. He just moved in his house and he had some platinum plaques and stuff that he had to hang up and all that.
31 minutes long, bro. And live was 31 minutes.
And
I saw that.
He also had like his MTV awards and Grammys and stuff to show that
this is what we've done.
That this is what he's done. That what Bone done.
So he's showing the track record, right?
Pretty much, right? Then I saw P. Shout out to P from Migos, QC.
Oh, QC, yeah.
QCP.
CEO.
I saw him sitting in his car with a new Rolex on his arm, saying that listening to the first of the month by Bone.
Okay.
Right? So that they was.
I think he trapped to that. Shout out Q. Not that he put the business out there.
Then you see the Bone start responding like Lazy came out with a diss record after that. Somehow 21 Savage got into this whole back and forth beef. Busy Bone is on his live with a shotgun the size of my body.
Hold on. Can we get the response? What did 21 say on his thing?
She can't tell it. I'm gonna tell it. 21 said that the man had a musket the size of Elmer, like he was Elmer Fudd. 21 said that he was like Elmer Fudd.
You heard him for what?
So,
wait, hold on. But you gotta say the part because I'm wasting my life looking at this shit. First of all, right? So I watched the Busy Bone live, right? Because I wondered what the hell going on. I watched it. I fast forwarded through something. At the beginning, I thought it was a whole skit, right?
She can't even participate right now.
The man was looking. The man, he was like, what? He's like, I don't know, maybe, okay, maybe he was like, what? He up the gun, the first gun before he got the musket. He's like, what? You heard him? I'm like, this nigga got a revolver?
No, because he's about to his wings, man. He just like.
I'm like, wait, motherfucker got 30s. You finna go run up on somebody with a 6-shot? Like, they got 30s, bro. Like, they got drums on the
They got extended clip.
And all you heard, it was like, I'm like, damn, he thought this was a Western, right? So he yelled, click it back in, click. I'm like, damn, I'm one, right? Busy. The whole time, though, I'm thinking it's a joke, though, right? So
right.
He's like, yeah, I got something. Fight, hold it on. I got 8. When he naming this shit, he's like, I got 8Ks. And I'm like, oh, he's gonna go get a chopper. And Ma come back with the double barrel. I'm like, nigga. Hey, God, look,
the double barrel musket.
Do that like that, right?
But hold on, his hand like this with this big old rifle.
You gotta jerk that.
I don't know how he finna shoot this thing, cause he like this with on the joint, bro. Like don't play with me. Play with me if you want.
He said, then the whole time this is supposed to be a talk. He kept calling the man bitch. He's like, bitch.
Right.
I'm like, wait, okay. All right, let me do it.
Busy Bone, he was the one that like kind of went off his rocker a little bit.
Right, because
alcoholic problem.
Yeah.
He had some past things we won't talk about, like.
Okay, let's get into it. Fuck all the shenanigans.
So he was sitting there, right? He's sitting there. Then all of a sudden, yeah, motherfucker knocked on. He trying to wave the people out. He knocked on the door like, the police hit. Motherfucker like.
Yeah, it definitely.
Did you see the whole change of this man's? What the fuck? He changed his face. He gonna put the gun up. Then he come back. He ended the lab within 1 second. Naturally, he come back. He looking real serious. He looked at it like, click. What did y'all? I mean, I know y'all watching, man. I want to know what y'all thought about this.
Yeah, we're gonna check the comments and see what y'all saying.
You ain't himself in the back. You ain't kidding me. He tried to put it behind his head. He cracked himself like. That gun big as hell.
So listen. Let's get to the music.
What about the diss though? Okay, we go to the music.
Before the diss. Who was a better group? Migos or Bone?
Bone, of course.
Bone. I gotta give it to Bone.
It's Bone.
They had the most hits to me. Wait, hold on.
Hold
on.
Fuck the hits. Like, who was
lyrically, to me, Bone, I understood a lot, everything I was going. But maybe that's because I come up through their time. Don't get me wrong, I like Migos. I like the, I'm in the kitchen, all that shit. But Bone is the culture. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm not even sorry. I'm just being real. I like Bone. It ain't no. What I'm not liking is this old versus young shit that I keep seeing, bro. Like, and this is I gotta speak on this. I gotta speak on this because to me, this is another Willie Lynch. If y'all don't believe in Willie Lynch, then this shit is happening right now in hip hop, and this is what David Banner likes to point out, and that's why I rock with the bro. Right? He pointed out this is how they try to keep us divided. Now, what I like with Lazy, what he tried to do in the rhyme the diss that he tried to do, he like we gonna still talk because now he's thinking about money wise, like we can make songs, we can become relevant again. You know what I mean? Like because at that right now, Bone and them, what they put out.
So that's why I come in there right now, right?
Come on, talk to me. You're a DJ.
I ain't heard a Bone record in a while.
Exactly.
In a long time.
In a very long time.
In a very, very long
Since
time.
Flesh been home.
And it's funny seeing
Flesh
Busy,
home.
and I'm finna go there. It's funny seeing Busy on the videos with his guns and all this, and he ready to go to war about Bone being the greatest group of all time. When every other week this motherfucker ain't even in a group. Like let's be 100.
Oh,
he fuck with him this week. He don't like him.
Cause then him and Crazy left and they were supposed to do their own little duo album together.
Well, he's left about 5 times.
True that.
This is why they stopped.
Did he have his own albums?
They both did. Him and Lazy did. I mean, him and Crazy. Well, Lazy did too. But out of all of them, Crazy and Busy had the best solo career.
But I don't remember nobody else having Bone except for Busy. Like Busy always,
Beef
but that was probably
but he was leaving.
No, Chicago was it? You keep getting twisted. It was in beef with them. The whole.
No, I know that part, but we talking about Bone specifically. Like I remember Busy always having problems.
It was a crucial conflict in Bone. That was a real.
Yeah, that was a real beef.
That was a real.
I know that.
We talking about anybody else that came? Oh, the 3 6 Mafia. They had beef back when they was 666 when they first came out. They were saying Crazy was It was a whole bunch of rumors that we heard. Like, I don't know, I don't want to put them out, but those were the beef. And again, if you watch Lazy live, which is what I liked about his live, even though it was like damn near 30 minutes long about that, he was trying to break shit down. Like, he broke down, he was telling how hip-hop was started off beef pretty much.
Fact.
Like, he was going through the historic parts of hip-hop. Which I like. Yeah, he talking about that. He talking about, no, what was the first song he said? The Sugar Hill Gang. He said that song, that started off beef because people talking about who wrote that song.
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
hip-hop is beef.
Can you put me together some bartender? Thank you, sir. So,
That's that Hollywood shit.
I
Okay, my bad.
I guess I ain't putting nothing on the bottle, so. Man.
Pour up that black old shit, fam.
So look. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a Bone fan. I like Bone with what they did and everything that they've contributed to hip hop and what they stand for our culture and all that shit, right? But like you said, wow. What you just
like you said, wow.
But like you said, wow, like
don't talk like that.
Let these young guys have their time, man. Like they're very impactful for the culture. Just as impactful as they was.
True that.
Like
they was young when they started too.
But let me be clear about something, right? Crossroads for Bone was their biggest hit, no questions asked. No questions asked, no nothing, right?
And that was actually a remix.
That was the remix. It ain't the original Crossroads song, right? And for Migos, I want to say, and I could be, incorrect with this, Bad and Bougie was their biggest record.
Yeah.
Right?
What?
That was kind of they like.
Go on your phone, man. This is what the fuck we got phones for, man. The internet. Let me see your phone.
Bad and Bougie. I believe Bad and Bougie was their biggest record. Like,
look it up.
Well,
Breakout and biggest.
I don't even need the internet. I can tell you that.
And that shit was dragged for like at least a year.
Yeah, that was their biggest record. No question.
Could I see numbers, please?
Now the problem is it's getting into numbers, right? Like if we talking about Crossroads is their biggest record. Crossroads probably went diamond. Like Crossroads was everywhere. Everybody was singing and it was on every award show. That's why they got the Grammys. That's why they got all that, right?
So it wasn't the song with Pop?
Nah, and I love that song.
I'm about to say, don't say hell. You sound like you
say
hell no.
I was gonna say hell no, but not in a disrespectful way because it was Pop. Because that was honestly, this is truthful. They ain't had a hit since.
So here's my thing, right? Here's my thing.
Right? Like, what's the Bone hit since Art of that one? That was my shit too. Art of War.
But here's my thing with the comparing old to new. So you got so many differences in the music game now, to where.
Is it really a difference? Because it's like they doing the cadence damn near right. You said Migos down there doing the cadence like how Bone. Remember Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Well, I mean, when it comes to, I feel like me maturing overall when it comes to this music shit, I think whatever song has the greatest impact on hip hop altogether is going to be the most important song. So you got Crossroads. Motherfuckers going to be singing Crossroads till forever. Migos, Bad and Bougie.
That ain't true.
Have you heard them lately?
This what I'm saying. Like,
yes.
Hell no.
I hear Crossroads a lot.
I ain't saying I ain't saying you don't hear it.
I don't hear Bad and Bougie no more. But here's the thing.
I don't mean to cut you off. You right. Like Crossroads was more impactful for the culture, But
not only for the culture, it's generational though.
Not really. Like you ain't hearing no kids singing Crossroads. If that shit come on right now with some kids, they gonna be like, what the fuck is this?
Man, I guarantee you, if you put Crossroads on, the motherfucking kids gonna be like, if they don't know it, they heard it.
What age group though?
Probably closer to the mid-teens, going into the adulthood.
Hell,
it's one of those.
I'm gonna play that shit at the party so you can see.
At what party?
When they come.
So don't do that.
They're gonna be crying.
I feel like it's gonna be one of those things where like. I feel like it's gonna be one of those things where they may not necessarily, want to hear it, but they remember it. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to hear Anita Baker when I was young, but shit I knew the bitch was apologizing like a motherfucker.
I know Anita Baker would get you some cool. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not.
But what I say is what I say is more impactful that way. That's what matters to me. It's just, yeah, I didn't care for the song when I was like
Crossroads came out in like 97. Like 97.
96.
Oh, we in 2019.
That's what I'm saying. Like these kids don't know that shit.
20 years. You got
they don't know that shit. That shit like 96, 97. They don't know that shit.
Niggas don't know that shit. Like, you ain't 20
like,
years niggas shit. Like,
now, they might know 50 Cent. They might know some shit like that, but they don't know no fucking Crossroads.
Once again, here's the thing. So, like, just like you see those fucking, and then I don't know if this is a bad thing or a good thing, but just like you still see those infomercials for the Barry Whites and shit and all of that shit. Like, I feel like
you talking about the late night.
the timeline top 50
I just be feeling like Crossroads is one of those songs that's gonna be, whether kids see it or not, who gives a fuck. But Crossroads is gonna be one of those songs that do that as opposed to Bad and Bougie.
I 100%. I agree with what you're saying that it was more impactful for the culture. I'm just saying that shit done.
No, that shit really be like $24.99 though.
You get 3 CDs for $24.99.
Oh, it went up now. That shit ain't 10 cents no more.
But look, man, I'm just saying, like, to me, to say who the better group, it ain't fair to either one, right? Like, because Bone did some things that was dope and impactful during their time. Yeah. And same for Migos, right? True. And like when people want to, they mumble rap, they from the South. You can't understand what they saying.
Shit, you can understand the motherfuckers back in fucking 2009.
But you can't understand Bone either. What the fuck they not?
I mean, you had some nerd that was willing to sit down and listen to the speaker. And
oh God, you have to really either sit there and listen to it.
No, it's still some of the words you don't get. Don't do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Some of the busy bone words. Like the only person who could talk and I had to give it back up to my city was Twister.
No, like because you couldn't understand him until Puffy told him, yo, you gotta slow down.
Who, Twist?
Yes.
No, you can understand Twist. You just couldn't repeat what he was saying, Joe.
We could.
Chicago could, bro. Don't do that. Like, cause Adrenaline Rush. Puffy talked to him before, after Adrenaline Rush. Right. But you listen to Adrenaline Rush, you knew what he was saying. Like, you just could not spin it back. Huh? Come on, man. Come on, man. He said, how you say, I'm a little inebriated right now, so how you say, he said, one morning I woke next to a thick bitch, took a shower, dried off, broke her teeth like Slick Rick. What the fuck? I can't go. But I know what he's saying, though.
In front of me, got my head going.
Come on. But you can't.
One of them got chocolate chip down, but the other one was a red ball.
She jumped all the way over.
Okay, come on. Nah, it was just a little light
that we know. Like,
we all going, y'all.
I'm not saying.
I want to get up what y'all doing tonight.
But we understood what we just couldn't repeat because he said it in such a manner.
So you can't understand it then.
No, we couldn't. We just couldn't. We couldn't say it as fast as that man. That's what it was. Like, we knew exactly like.
So slow down and say it. So slow down and repeat it.
No, because the way he said it, you got to say it like that, bro. He said, one morning I
woke up next to a thick chick.
Took a shower, dried off.
See, I went for the
gold teeth like Slick Rick. Doing my session cologne.
Come on.
I don't remember that.
Dougie Fresh into something.
He said his fresh fit, his pelly fresh, some shit like this. Is what I'm saying, but you knew what he was saying though, bro. Like you know what I'm talking about. Like it'd be part of it. Busy was like, I did it.
It's almost like shout out to Jazzo, the originator, right? Yeah. It's like that part on him and Jay-Z song where what he say what's the name of it? Can I get a? Not can I get a? Jigga what?
Yeah, Jigga.
when he be like, he bring the originator in and he come on, then the originator non-greater jazz, let me finish the shit, and then he get the rapping and you cool, and then he just go way left and you like, yo, what the fuck did he just say? Like, you can't repeat it. I don't even understand it to this day.
I remember
You remember that jazz on part? Let me hear it.
I don't remember it now. I'm sorry, but yeah, I can repeat it. He wasn't rapping that fast.
Spit that shit. Facebook, stop fucking with us. We want to be able to play music on our show. Stop. You know what though? No. This is why, and this for you guys on Facebook and for Instagram as well. I'm glad that y'all doing that because guess what we can play? Go grab your phone, bro. Pull up the phone, please. Can you pull up your phone, man?
It's right here.
Go to all Chicago shit. Cause this is what they make me do.
Play Chicago music.
They cannot stop me. What is out right now that just dropped, sir? You got them, right? What just dropped? We finna put a highlight on our city, man.
Okay, talk to me.
What just dropped, right?
What dropped?
Just recently.
From the city?
From the city.
Who's
dropped?
Before we get into what dropped from the city, and we do that for the people because we like to do that, put on for our city.
Right.
Let's switch lanes again, real quick.
Where we going?
2019 is here.
Oh yeah.
Happy New Year, everybody. Right.
Gang tags all the gang members. No, just free my guys.
Shout out to Lil Will Brand. You see the hats.
We epitomize living life. Shout out that. You know what I'm talking about?
2019 is here, and we need to just talk about what do you guys anticipate in hip hop for this upcoming year? Like, what artists you want to hear? Like, what do you guys?
Bone finna drop an album. They're gonna be dissing Migos all across that. It's gonna go quadruple platinum, and
that shit is gonna be trash like Lazy did something.
No, Lazy did something wasn't 100% trash. He spit some shit in there.
It was like 98% trash. That shit, the beat was trash.
I would say 99.99999.
Shout out to 21 like the cover, like 21 said that the cover was good, but other than that, everything else was like he still
I think y'all outgrowing that. You know what it was though? I think that's because y'all outgrowing the Bone sound.
No,
it was the Bone sound that he put on it. He didn't change up what Bone does.
Let me tell you
so
something.
why y'all switching on him?
No, let me tell you something. That's a lie.
Because Burner, I feel you,
it sounds. Yeah, that was his solo career.
L Burner.
But look, it's like this, right? We didn't talk about Jay-Z.
Yes.
All show. Jay don't switch.
He ain't switched in it. It was still the busy.
But you
He
still
don't change, but he still evolved.
Exactly. He didn't evolve on it. Like that was trash, bro. That was trash.
I tried to help y'all, lady. They just got out.
That shit would have been trash in '96,
bro.
In '96,
bro. If they'd have put that out back when they was creeping on the come up, that would be like, bro, what the fuck are y'all doing with that, bro? No cap. It was trash. I can't believe they put it out. Like, why? Like,
what's y'all thoughts though? Because I didn't say this.
I'm saying it. I don't give a fuck. I'm saying it. That shit was whack as hell.
Cleveland, 299. Where y'all at?
I'm fucking Cleveland. I'm fucking Bone. I ain't dissing Bone. I'm saying that track was dope. That shit was
I need studio time because somebody hooked me up.
No,
I got a couple raps.
Wait, hold on.
I can put you.
You see how fat? Look, he like, I put you in the studio.
I got.
You said no first though.
I did say no. I was trying to figure out what you was doing.
Right.
But then when you start, I started thinking about the money. Like, we got this shit. You ready? When we going tonight. Matter of fact, when we leave here, straight to the booth.
We got Tantrum tonight, man.
But 2019 is here.
1023 South State, pull up on us, man.
What y'all anticipating in hip hop?
2019. What I expect? More dope music.
Mm-hmm.
More old versus young beef.
Without a freaking musket.
Who you want to hear though, as far as artists? Like who you anticipating that you want to come out or?
Who I want? Wait, let me see. Wait, because this shit was good. I ain't gonna even lie, bro.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang dropped the album for me 2018, and we didn't talk about that neither. So I fuck with them. Who can I expect? They should be dropping one.
I mean, you can't expect nobody, but because like now, as far as the way they promote albums, they'll just drop one a night on you and be like, "Damn, dude, shorty."
Who would I like to hear something from?
Yeah.
I like to hear a King Louis album.
Okay.
Shout out King Louis from Chicago. I mean, like some real Louis shit. Like, but take me back to that man up, band up.
You want to go there? Okay.
Man up, band up. Whoever the fuck he was fucking with back then. I want to hear some of that. I can hear a whole album from him because it's long awaited. from the city.
Highly
aspect.
anticipated.
Like as that, I could hear full Bump J album.
Okay.
I'm sorry, y'all know I'm a real city boy, so I really go into my city boy shit.
Excuse me.
In the industry, who would I like? Oh, I like to hear something from Jeezy.
Okay.
Real shout out Jeezy. I actually got.
You know he working on his last album. I heard TM104 is supposed to be his last album.
If he do that, and this for all my trappers who gonna be a trappathon, if he could take me back to TM101, the motivation, and if he could take me back to the resurrection, the recession. I mean, not the resurrection, the recession. If he could take me into those modes right there, the TM104 is the shit. That's how I feel. I'm looking for something from Ross, man, because I ain't heard nothing from Ross.
Okay.
That's my, he made me get in my bag when I hear something from him.
Trap. That was the last joint we heard.
Yes.
What was the name of that? Rather Me Than You?
Yeah. Rather Me Than You, I think. And I'm thinking...
Santorini, Greece, that was my joint.
Look. He overseas over there. Santorini. What? I'm looking at the West Coast. Who can I expect? Oh! Kendrick, because he ain't dropped shit.
Yes, he did. It was damn last year. Oh, no.
That was the year before last, yes.
Yeah.
That's how much of a wave he went with that. I feel like those type of albums.
Well, he did the shit with Black Panther, though.
All right.
Yeah,
that was his
and
album.
then J-Rock behind that. You know what I mean? He was behind J-Rock shit, too. You know what I mean? All that. So, but I'd say him another solo joint. I'd say another solo joint from him. Who else in the field did I want to hear from? I really, really want to hear from. I don't know. I mean, we got a lot of up-and-coming Chicago artists that I can't wait to hear some put-together projects from. That was my mainstream shit. Wait, no, I just listened to their shit. Yo, them boys dope as hell. No, look, I ain't even mean to jump off. Chris Crack, Vic Spencer, and my homie MC Tree G. If y'all
Shout out to my nigga Tree. What up, Tree?
Like, I'm listening to they shit like that. I got it, because you said something to me. So I went back and listened to Goat. I'm like, oh, Joe, he just dropped Goat on a motherfucker like that. Reason I couldn't do a lot of posts on his because he had some industry beats, and you know how they doing that shit. IG and Facebook be fucking with us. But Chris Crack and Vic Spencer, and something from Joel Q. I know he got something in the works, man.
Of course.
I know Q got something in the works. The whole DU family. Who else?
What about you, Radio Raheem? What you anticipate?
So when it comes to the Chicago artists, I'll be honest. I'm just getting on to the Chicago artists through y'all. So
I'm sorry, that's kryptonite he drinking, by the way. Sorry. Go ahead.
For the fraternity, shout out to everybody.
But I'm just getting on to the Chicago artists, so I'm definitely looking forward to learning more about Chicago artists. You know?
Okay.
Also, I want to see more of the women in hip hop. Like,
What women you liking? Because, I mean, you was all on, what's her name, Cardi B last week. That's your number one.
I mean, yeah, I'm
so
looking.
So you want to see some more Nicki? Because Nicki dropped Queen. What you trying to see?
I would definitely love for Nicki to take her throne and act like the queen that she is and get off this bitch ass shit.
Damn.
Like, I really would. And not even throwing shade at her, but you can obviously see that she's not handling another female being on top well.
Is that all women though? Do women just get catty like that? So you can see see another bad bitch come in here. And
if I see another bad bitch, I might want to take it down.
Hashtag them her comments for bar.
This is a dope.
I don't get jealous, and I support women. Supporting other women and getting on top and all of that shit. Like, I don't get jealous of other
So you came in here bar for bar. Wait, hold on. If you came in here bar for bar, we got you over there, and we had another a baddie right there, and she wanted to sit down. And she like, hey, I'm here for bar, and why your eyes just look like that?
I'm trying to see where you going with it.
You gonna support her with bar for bar?
Yeah, why not?
But what if she don't know shit about hip hop though?
It's my time to teach her.
Okay. Ooh, teach her.
Some people are leaders, some people are followers. We'll see where the fuck she lay at.
Damn, my bad. And I'm just sorry. Look, let me say that.
But
what's yours though? I mean,
what else?
What industry? Because that was Chicago. Who you think in the industry though?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not really more so looking forward to new albums coming out. I'm really looking forward to seeing artists evolve. I think 21 Savage is really evolving into an artist that none of us is gonna expect from when he first came out. So I'm looking for more shit from him, and just shit. I ain't got big expectations for hip hop in 2019.
They shock us with hip hop right now.
I do.
I just want to see shit happen.
Who you looking for? Nipsey Hussle album too, though. I know Nipsey gonna drop something. For
Fact. I hope so. We get another Nipsey album this year. How you know that's what I was about to start off?
Because it just he kicked off last year. Like, shit.
I hope we get more music from I got a million artists that just ran through my mind real quick. I'm sorry.
Come on.
I hope we get a new, and she ain't hip hop, but I hope we get a new Beyonce album this year, right? We ain't got a Beyonce project.
I'm gonna just say this. This is a disclaimer. That's just because he DJ for the women. And he know how Beyonce do to the women. That's some bullshit, man. But okay, go ahead.
I like Beyonce too, though. You don't listen. Listen.
So you telling me you rather listen to Beyonce, my dude?
I'm gonna give y'all.
You rather listen to Beyonce, my dude?
I'm about to give y'all a fact. I'm
Come
about
on.
to give y'all a DJ image to the fact.
Come on.
So when B-Day came out, you remember B-Day album came out?
Not really, but go ahead.
B-Day had hits. This is what Get Me Bodied and Single Ladies, not Single Ladies, but Get Me Bodied and all them joints on there, right?
All your joints.
I ain't gonna say all my joints, but all the songs that the ladies listen to.
That
Mind you, I'm a DJ. Right. So this is what I used to do.
You throw that in there, man.
This is what I used to do. I used to ride and listen to Beyonce album when I'm on the expressway only, though. Because you can't be pulling up next to me and I'm bumping Beyonce. Because you're going to be looking at me like this. Wait. Dress come on. She like, this sitting there listening to Freakum Dress by herself. You're going to be looking at me weird. But on the expressway, can't nobody just hear me listening to the music I want. Like, it's dope. I think she dope.
It's like,
but only on the expressway. Like, you ain't gonna pull up to me on 67 to be like, yo, Beyonce.
Get a big ego.
Like,
I'm on 71st Street, y'all like, yo, this smart. Like, I ain't dancing, bro. Don't do all
Windows
that.
cracked. What?
But I hope Beyonce drop a dope project this year. I hope we get the Kanye album this year. Oh, we get a super dope Kanye album this year.
Not the bipolar. Wait, hold on. She rocked with the bipolar.
I ain't saying that bipolar wasn't good. It was good. I'm saying the one that Kim Kardashian put on hold.
I'm a sick fuck. I like to quick fuck. I'm a sick fuck. I like to quick fuck. Okay.
It just changed different.
Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
Who else?
That's my favorite part.
I hope we get a dope Hove album. We've been talking about Hove all day. We got 444. Hope we get another dope Hove album. I hope we get a Rick Ross, like you said earlier. I would hope that we get J. Cole album, another J. Cole album.
Shout out Cole. I think he is, just because the way y'all labeled him last week on the top 10. Cole, you're in my top 5, but I'm just let you know that's how they did you.
That's how you feel?
He gonna drop something else. It might be he might say K.O.B. King of Ball.
I'm gonna tell y'all who I ain't heard in a while as far as the project that I hope we get. Big Sean.
Oh yeah.
I'm a Big Sean fan. I like Big Sean. I hope we get a Big Sean album.
I'm not, and I'm gonna be very real with y'all. I'm not.
You don't like Sean?
I haven't been a Big Sean fan like that.
You know what?
You know what I like to do?
Yeah,
because we have a. Actually, that's gonna be one of the part of the next battle, right? Because you said we had Big Sean versus who? Who was that other artist that we had them going against?
I don't remember right off the top.
Stay tuned for the next episode.
Yeah,
Big
next
Sean
episode. I forgot who it was, but it was him. Was it him and J. Cole? No, we had J. Cole going against who?
Kendrick. It might have been Big Sean and Wale.
Oh God.
I hope we get a Wale album.
That's who ain't dropped shit in the minute.
Hope we get a dope Wale album as well. As far as the city. You took it out my mouth. I hope we get a Bump J project, Joel Q project. I'm looking forward to the next K Valentine project.
Shout out K. Wait, hold on.
Okay?
Hold on, let me see.
No, you can't say
Bro,
that.
Oh, okay,
Whoa,
sorry.
don't say it.
Don't do that, because you just know I just saw her at the Locks. We was at the Locks together. She opened up for LOX. Shout out them, living off experience. K. Okay, back to y'all.
That's all you gonna say?
That's all. What the fuck? Back to y'all, bro. They all in my business, bro. Shout out to y'all. Look.
Okay. I'm looking forward to a new Ray Illa project.
Shout out Ray, bro.
That's
Eastside crazy,
working
man.
his ass off. I'm looking forward to the new Saba project.
Saba,
I'm looking forward to 147 Cowboy project.
Shout out Cowboy.
Somebody just said play Cowboy.
Because he been doing his thing. Who else? It's a lot of artists, man, in the city. Really just been. Certain Baptist. I want to hear new Certain Baptist.
Joe, hey, look. Wait, no, it was somebody that. Oh, my homie. Shout out, first of all, I got to do this right now. Shout out.
And Sprado. I want the new Sprado project.
New Sprado. Him and Chanel
Apollo
True.
Fugalia, Chanel, like everybody.
They going to do numbers right now. But shout out, right now, he going to drop the Big Chris. Oh, El Hitter just dropped something. That's our homie, bro. Yeah, he did his thing. But Big Chris. Y'all know him as Lil Chris, K-Town Lil Chris. He just did a whole deal right now with our homie, Chris Gotti.
Yeah.
That's his new manager officially.
Okay.
Now y'all know Lil Chris made it so far in his career without a manager. It's just him and Big Shaq partner up doing things. Yep. Shout out Big Shaq doing this thing, and they just been moving. And they made numbers. Now it's time to that next level, so he can grab. I'm talking about, to me, a heavy hitter. Adventures Music Group, co-founder of Murder Inc. You know what I mean? Chris Gotti. So that's his right now, his manager. So we get to see what's the next level.
I want to
hear what happen next.
I'm looking forward to a new Miranda Wright project, new Mika Luciana project.
Mika, like Miranda, Lil Keisha. Shout out Lil Keisha, man.
A lot of Dragon, like it's a lot of.
Weasel Sim. The Tropical Grow 2.
It's coming.
Expansion.
Expansion
is out right now, bro. Right. So
and I'm gonna put this out here real quick.
We ain't gonna run through all the names because we give y'all names every week.
I gotta say this.
Come on. All day.
Shout out to Tony Cartel.
Yes.
And because he's coming out with this album, and I'm gonna criticize the fuck out of him when he drop it.
Yeah.
But he's gonna drop Reasonable Doubt 2.
Word.
Reasonable Doubt 2 is the
shout out Sophisticated Trap record label now he got too.
Yeah, and shout out to him for dropping a record label. But that when you name an album Reasonable Doubt 2, especially when I just said
I can say
Hov is big bro, like
okay, look. Damn. I'm gonna say this. Out of any motherfucker that I think he could come up with this shit.
I hope so. He better.
If y'all ain't heard Coast to Coast,
I know.
CN2.
Shout out Cartel, man.
Listen to CN2. Trust me, I was just playing this shit. That's one of my. That's my shit when I'm riding and I'm really in that hustling mode, bro. Like matter of fact, look, we gonna do all this. January 12th.
You be hustling cotton candy.
The Trapathon. That's what I'm hustling. Trapathon tickets. January 12th. Pull up on us, man. We're going to be on 3144 West Carroll Street. Trapathon. Get your tickets right now on Eventbrite, man. Shout out Street Certified TV, Street Certified News, my homie MREX, El Guapo.
Fact.
DJ MH Tudor. DJ I'm In It.
DJ MB in the building.
Come on,
Wild
man.
Smash Cash hosting the joint radio. Raheem in the building, man.
Miss Jazz.
In the building. Y'all already know what it is.
It's about to be a lit thing. So January 12th, get y'all tickets because we doing that for the trappers, man. And that's what that music is going. Joe, Reasonable Doubt 2, you just fucked me up with that one, bro. Like,
I
was crazy. I was just listening to that CN2 last night, bro. Brad, like. I'm in until I get an interrupted phone call. I ain't gonna say no name. They interrupt every time I be in my zone, they interrupt my music, bro. I be like, part about I be in mode, I be out there, and they be like, hello.
Listen,
damn, whoever she is, she sound disappointed as hell. Talk to her. Damn.
So. Yeah, as far as the music for the rest of 2019, I don't know what to expect. I hope we get a Missy project because she's been teasing some music.
She has been dropping a lot of shit.
I heard she redid some shit though.
And she is fine, girl. Missy called me, girl.
So the eyeballs ain't poking out no more? I mean, no disrespect to Missy.
Missy is fine. Call me, girl.
You know what? You think we gonna get a Fetty Wap album in 2019? Because we ain't got one in a while, right?
A long time.
Fetty, I forgot about
I
don't know, he was part of Treyway. That was his management team.
Oh, I hope we get a new Lupe out. Like I'm just looking
Lupe just did New Year's in Chicago.
I'm looking forward to seeing what's happening with 6ix9ine.
And
they say he's supposed to be out on bond in a couple of weeks. But he gonna be on house arrest from what I saw. I don't know how rumors is, but
I think Kel's gonna drop another album.
Who?
Kel's.
What Kel?
R. Kelly.
Okay. He in the show right now. I'm finna get
this
up out
bar
of
for bar. I'm DJ Mason.
They call me wild, man. Y'all can follow us on everything at Smash Cash Radio, at Smash Cash ENT, at Bar for Bar, the number 1.
Radio Rahima or Radio Rahima 312 on everything, except for Snapchat. China me, please.
You on Snap too?
Holla at me.
You gonna come in there with that musket on your head.
Hey DJ MH number 2 DA at Bar for Bar 1.
Don't forget, wait, hold on. Check us out tonight though.
Tonight we at Tantrum 1023 South State Street. It's free for everybody. Make sure
Ladies night.
It's ladies night. We got the early set
Heels.
10 to 12. It's going down. She just said hashtag Hooker Heels. So you know what that means.
And I'm gonna change my clothes, yo. I'm gonna go take another shower. I'm finna go change.
It's 50 degrees in the city, so we expect to see y'all. Live Well Clothing Brand is the sponsors. Shout out to y'all. Bar for Bar. We out.
He's